Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So today I didn't really know what to film because I'm waiting for my Mercari Japan box to get to me. Haven't shipped out my Pasteable box. Well, I need to consolidate it, but I'm waiting for my From Us merch to get there first. And I didn't really feel like I had enough photo cards to film a storing video, so instead I decided to be a little bit bold, a little bit different, and do a Deco with me video. I am not like the best decoer or anything like that, but I don't know. It seemed like a fun idea, and I've been really into decoing recently. Been doing a lot of like collages and top loader decorating and stuff. So yeah, I tried to pick one card from each of my major collections. But for the sake of time, I decided to only do 3 out of the 5 that I picked, which is, fine. The ones that I didn't do can always be done a different day, but I thought like 30 or so minutes for this would be good, so we're going to stick with that. But let's see. So, I don't know, I just wanted to talk about some random stuff, as one does. My last, chatty video, I think went pretty well, except for the fact that I talked about something that then became controversial within 2 days after that, and so I had to delete it, and I'm still sad about that, because the discussion that we were having on, NCT in my comments was really, really good to me. The person next to me keeps opening and closing their door. Go away. The conversation we were having in terms of NCT was really good to me, and I really would have wanted to keep it up because of that, but I just decided it would be best to remove it from my channel. Anyway, if you were there, you remember, but yeah. So, let's see. What did I want to talk about? Number one, a girl is still in her EXO phase, down horrendous. Yesterday, Chanwoo was discharged from the military. And this morning he did his first live, and it was right when I woke up, so I watched a little bit of it, and then I had to go and get ready. But not to be a simp, but it's making me so happy because my other main bias in EXO is Jondae, and obviously when he discharged from the military, he did not become any more active because he's never had a social media presence in the first place, and then with everything that happened, I understand that he doesn't really want to be a part of any other content, so understandable, but he's been fairly silent since being discharged, but getting actual content and stuff from Chanyeol made me so happy. I sound so lame, but I don't care. It's fine, whatever. And now I'm just waiting for that bitch ass man Baekhyun to come back. But by the time he comes back, we will be losing the youngest two. So all I know is pain. But I'm hoping they do some kind of group activity. I'm hoping we maybe get another SC album, channel solo debut, something. I have optimism, I guess, but yeah, I'm very happy because of that, which, it's making me feel silly. I'm like, why is this random man returning to his, normal job making me so excited, but whatever. He's not random to me, But his live this morning was so cute with the way he was talking to his dog, Zar? Yeah. It was really adorable, the little tricks he had him do. She, I don't know. I'm not as familiar with this dog as Tobin, but Tobin's, I think, his mom's dog more than his dog, so, whatever. There's that funny thing with K-pop idols where people are like, oh, their pet, whatever, but I'm like, it's not really their pet, it's their parents. It doesn't live with them. And for a lot of them, their parents got these pets when they were already, moved out and adults, and so I just think it's really funny when people, associate them like that. But anyway, this dog is, actually, seems like it's actually Chanyeol's dog for the most part. So, yeah, but whatever. It's cute anyway. It was a cute live. I was excited to see him back, and he's doing another one tomorrow, I think, which is really exciting, and we're just living our best lives right now. But besides that, we also have Minseok's solo debut happening right now. I am not going to do an unboxing or anything, so I decided I might as well talk about it here. I plan on getting his albums when I go to LA/Pasadena for the camp festival. Um, if we have time to go to a K-pop store over there, that's when I'll get them. If not, like I'll order at least one version at some point. But yeah, I am so happy that he finally got to do his solo debut. You can tell that it means a lot to him, and also that it has been pushed back for like a really fucking long time, which, like we hate SM for that, but are we even surprised, honestly, that they would do that? It's really irritating. Even the fact that he only got teasers for a week was really shitty. But I'm happy that it happened for him regardless. I think the concepts are wonderful. The music video was so cute. I love Brand New a whole lot. I think it's a really fun song, and I think it was like a great style choice for him to do something kind of upbeat and hip-hoppy. Because Minseok is a really good dancer, and he doesn't get to show that off very often, and so I found that really exciting. And then I really love Feedback, I believe is the second song on the album. That one is very like strange and experimental, but I really enjoy it. And then the song with Mark, How We Do, is also really, really cute. We love Mark and Minseok reunion. Apparently Minseok originally wanted the song to be with Sehun, and I'm kind of upset that we didn't get a Minseok and Sehun collab, but Minseok and Mark is like the second best I could ask for, so I can't be too mad about it. I'm a bit disappointed that the last two songs on the album are like both ballads. I know one's more of a low-key ballad and one's more of like a straight-on ballad, but regardless, I would have preferred if we had like one other more upbeat song in there or something different going on. It just feels a bit like we have like 3 tracks that are like boom boom boom, and then 2 that are like super mellow, and the contrast is not my favorite thing, I have to say. I think that could have been handled better. I think there should have been some more balance to the album, but I really like it overall, and I'm really happy that he got to release it. Seeing him perform today on M Countdown with like the huge crowd of fan chants, and I think he was singing live, and he just looked like he was having so much fun. It was really nice, and so I'm really happy about that. It's been great. And on top of that, Lay released a new EP recently too, and it's probably my favorite of his EPs, like of all of his discography. Namanana is my favorite album, but of his EPs, I think West might be his best. That rhymed. All the B-sides on it are really good, and I really like Veil. I generally like Lay's mixing of traditional Chinese instruments and like pop music. I think that's really cool and fun. And I know it's apparently a bit controversial in China and with Chinese fans that he does that, but I obviously, can't really comment on that, but I like the way it sounds a lot, and I really enjoy it in Veil as a song, and the dance for Veil is so good. Y'all, this might be a controversial take, but I would like to argue that he's, like, the best, like, idol dancer out there. Like, he is a real dancer, and you can tell. His movements are just so like crisp and sharp, and I'm just always like so impressed whenever I see a dance practice of his. He just does a great job with his choreographies, and Veil is no exception. I really enjoyed it. The music video was kind of basic, but regardless, I really like it as a release from him, so I'm happy about that. I'm also sorry to y'all that I have no, like, no Billy unboxing, no NMIX unboxing to be seen. I wish that I could, but it is, like, kind of hard to get stuff out here. For Billy, I ordered 7 of their albums from Market Shop for the Who's Fan Cafe Lucky Draw event, and they still have not shipped them to Paceable. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but those albums still have not arrived to Paceable, and the event is, like, long over, so I'm really confused by that. I might have to message Paceable and be like, hey, can you check and see what they're doing, because, like, it's been a long ass time. Like, they're already done with promotions, and those albums are still not at my Korean address, which sucks because I would really like to unbox them and trade if there are duplicates in there, but I can't, so no dice for me. Yeah, I'm disappointed about that. I should have just, like, ordered a set and had it sent here directly, but I figured like I didn't want to buy a lot of copies, and so this was like my best move, was to get a like cute set of benefit cards and do it this way. But now I'm like regretting it because there's going to be like no trade game by the time they actually get to me, but whatever. And then for NMIX, I decided that y'all know that I like downsized, and that I am only like buying a few like pobs and then collecting Bay's album cards. And just because there were so many album versions and they were like really confusing to me, I decided that I would just buy the cards secondhand on Mercari Japan. But I'm on like a big old buying hiatus because I spent like way too much money in September on lots of stuff, like shipping things to out and whatever. And so I decided I need to like rein myself in. And so yeah, I haven't really been buying photo cards for the past like few weeks. And I don't really plan to start doing so anytime soon again. I probably won't be until like the end of October, beginning of November, if I can like hold out that long. So yeah. But eventually I will have those cards on hand. I just don't really plan on buying the albums. Maybe when I'm in LA I will get a copy though, because it would be nice to have one. I mean, I think the concept's really pretty. And I do really like this comeback from NMIX. Your Cool, Your Rainbow is probably my favorite NMIX song now. I really like it. And I think Dice is good too. I don't know. I think the change up in Dice is not done as well as it was in OO, which might be a controversial take. But that's just kind of how I felt when listening to it. It seemed a bit more forced this time than it did in OO. Maybe because the like genres of the two different like parts of the song are more similar in Dice than they are in OO, that it just seemed kind of awkward. That it's like it's coming off as like gimmicky this time. Like I still really like the song, but that I just think was not done as well, which, so I kind of like, I like the B-side more. I like the title track less compared to Admire that I always want to call Admire because I think that would sound cooler. But yeah. And then other new releases, Two Baddies, One Porsche. Did you know that I am an NCT? I'm so on and off with NCT. Like, NCT will release the nastiest, most horrible song you've ever heard, and I'll be like, I love NCT so much. Like, they're the best group to have ever existed. And then NCT will release something, like, normal and nice sounding, and I'll be like, no. Like, don't give me this. Like, I'm not interested. Two Baddies as an album is really good. I have my Apple Music open in front of me, so I will look at it. I hearted like over half of this album on Apple Music because I really just like a lot of the songs. My favorites are probably like Two Baddies, Time Lapse, and Tasty, and maybe Faster too. I tend to like more like upbeat rap songs from NCT, but those are definitely my favorites. Time Lapse is Moi Moi Moi. It's a Dem Joint song. We all know Dem Joints makes the best music. Sorry, like, something about his music is laced with crack, and like I don't know why, I don't know how he does it, but they really get stuck in your head, like, and they're just irresistible songs. So he did it again, as expected. I was honestly surprised that he didn't produce the title track, because if you don't know, Dem Joints produced Sticker. Maybe that's why he didn't get to produce it though, because Sticker was too controversial. And they need to like pull it back a little bit. If I had to guess, like, Two Baddies is a little bit more commercially tasteful than Sticker, not by much, but a little bit, you know. Anyway, I actually got like my best friend who doesn't really listen to K-pop at all to like Two Baddies, so I feel like I've accomplished something in life. The other day he went to Target and he sent me a picture of himself holding the album and was like, do you have this? And I was like, no, I'm literally nowhere near a Target and I don't have access to Civilization. He was like, haha, sucks for you. So, you know, that's really true friendship if you've ever seen it. Yeah, I'm still hostile about that. The moment I go back home, I am going to a Target and I am getting a Two Baddies album. Like, it will be mine. Sorry. Um, but anyways, what else do I want to talk about? Okay, I have decided to talk about other music I've been listening to recently because I'm just having a good time talking about that. So we're gonna keep up the energy. You know what I mean? So Two Baddies actually released on the same day as the Honorable Rina Sawayama's second full-length album, Hold the Girl. If you don't know, I am a massive Rina fan. It's actually like so bad. I have been a fan of Rina since Flicker came out, pretty much. Cherry is my favorite song of all time. Also, one of my most listened to songs. And she just means a lot to me as an artist. I love her work so much. Been there for a long time supporting her, and I've seen both of her albums come out, and seeing her grow is like so exciting to me. I saw her in concert for the Sawayama tour. I'm very sad I cannot see her on the Hold the Girl tour, but where I go to college, nobody tours, so I just won't see any concerts unless they're during the summer, I guess, which hurts, but whatever. Anyway, Hold the Girl, I have been waiting so long for Hold the Girl to come out. Like, since she dropped This Hell, I have been like, I mean, she performed Catch Me in the Air during the Sawayama tour, but This Hell, like, totally sold me that this album was going to be an astronomical slay. And I was right, so good for me, I guess. If you don't listen to Rina Sawayama, I don't know what you're doing. She's, like, I would say strongly alternative pop. She's friends with like Charlie XCX and stuff, but I would not say that she's hyper pop. I would say alt pop is like a good description. She just meshes a lot of genres in a really interesting way. Like This Hell is like a country pop song, and she's like a British woman, so that doesn't really make sense, but I love it anyway. But my favorite songs on her album are Holy Till You Let Me Go, Your Age, Imagining, and Frankenstein. Like all the Slayers right in the middle, 6 through 9 on the tracks. Oh, and Send My Love to John. Send My Love to John makes me want to cry every time I listen to it, but her voice on that song like shakes me to my core. It's so beautiful. Frankenstein is probably my nonstop listen though. Every time I like put in my AirPods to like go between classes and places, Frankenstein is like the first song I start playing because I just like the like bass drop in that song is like it's so good. Miss Rina does not know how to make a bad track, and though all of her releases are extremely different from each other, they're all amazing. And so this is my little Rina Sawayama plug. Go listen to Rina Sawayama if you don't already. I know she's becoming more popular now, but when I first started listening to her, like, nobody knew who she was, and I love her so much. So yeah. Other releases I'm excited for, Playgirl by Lolo Zhuai. I love Lolo. Her first album, High Highs to Lolos, is one of my favorite albums ever. It's a really good album, and I learned somewhat recently that she is releasing a new one, like October 14th or 15th, and the pre-release tracks on it are all really good. She, I would say, is like closer to a hyperpop style, so if you're interested in that, you should check out Miss Lolo. But the like lead single on that album, Playgirl, is really freaking good, and I just love her music. Like, oh my god, Moi from her first album, that song is an absolute banger. That's another one I convinced my best friend to listen to, and he's now obsessed with. So I'm actually just spreading around my insanely good music taste to other people, and then they become people with good music taste too. I have an extremely overinflated ego about my music taste. Like, if you told me I had bad music taste, I think I would crumble into a ball of dust and die, because I'm just convinced that it's amazing. Which sounds so foul and conceited, but whatever. I sound so stupid. Holy shit. Sometimes I just, like, I'm talking to people here in school, and I will just say the most like dumbass shit about myself, and I'm like, why do I even open my mouth? Like, no one wants to, like, I do not need to give people the impression that I'm a complete like idiot, but I keep doing it anyway. I'm doing it right now, so it's fine. Another song that I am nonstop listening to is Lost in Paradise, which is the original outro from Jujutsu Kaisen, which is one of my favorite anime. Stupid. Yeah, in case you all were worried, I don't lead to, like, don't fear. I'm into all the, like, internet embarrassing things. I'm not really embarrassed by it, but, you know. I don't really talk about it with people either. Oof, my voice just really gave out. Lost in Paradise, like, that outro is iconic, and I recently rewatched Jujutsu Kaisen because I was like, because they added the Zero movie to Crunchyroll, and I wanted to watch it since I didn't get to see it in theaters. And then I was like, you know, just to like remind myself, I'm just gonna rewatch like my favorite arcs of the anime. And I was like, okay, yeah, this like outro song still slaps to this day. And it's Lost in Paradise by Ali, Ali. Look it up, listen to it. It's an absolute banger if you happen to like Japanese jazzy rap music. I don't even know. It's a weird song, but it's really good. And I listen to it all the time. I think it's really fun. So whatever. After that, I started reading the Jujutsu Kaisen manga. I'm pretty close to getting caught up with it. What chapter? I'm at chapter 165. So I'm like past the Shibuya incident into the culling game. Is that what it's called? That arc, I guess, is what I would call that. It's a really good series. It's really sad and really dark and pretty violent, so, you know, warning of that. But like, it's really good. And I would recommend it. If you like animation, you're already gonna think the show is sick, and then the story itself is really good too. It's just really sad and really dark. You know, like, it has its funny moments. Like the Kyoto Exchange event arc is my favorite because it's hilarious. Despite being like really disturbing. It's a weird mesh of things, but I find it really enjoyable, and I feel like, you know, it's popular for a reason. So yeah, but that outro song is really good, so I mean, good for her, you know. Moving on. I guess I'm almost out of time here looking at my timestamp. But yeah, I'm really excited to go to Camp LA in a few weeks. It's like 2-ish weeks now. 2.5 weeks from when I'm filming this. I really wanted to go because Kai is going, and then obviously there are other artists I like as well going, like Epic High, who I've seen before, but I would never say no to seeing Epic High again. aespa is going, which I'm so fucking excited about. Like, I'm not an aespa fan per se, but I love their music, and so I'm very excited to see them then. Taeyeon is going, which I'm pumped about. Why am I naming all the SM artists? Well, not Epic High, but the others. Chungha is going. Very exciting. Monsta X. I was actually supposed to see Monsta X on tour, and then they canceled the date in my state, so it'll be a lot of good stuff. But yeah, I like the way how my top loaders turned out, and I hope you think that they're pretty too. Don't tell me they're not pretty, because it'll hurt my feelings. And let me know what your most favorite new releases in the comments, because I would absolutely love to know what y'all have been listening to. I'm very curious. So tell me about that. K-pop or non-K-pop. It can be anything. But leave me a comment so I can talk to you, because I love that. But yeah, to do the standard Seme Collects outro, let me just say, I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. I really hope that you are doing well. I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Please, on my behalf, go listen to Hold the Girl. And I hope that I will see you again soon. Okay, then, bye.
고백을 한다. 고백을 한다, 안 한다, 한다, 안 한다, 한다. 불러봐. 사랑해.